What if the single most nutrient-dense vegetable you could ever grow took up nothing more than a sunny kitchen windowsill, matured in barely a week, and could genuinely turn into a legitimate small business income stream from your own home? That is exactly the surprising opportunity hiding inside microgreens. And once you understand these 5 genuinely easy-growing methods, you will realize why home cooks, health-conscious families, and budding entrepreneurs across the country have all fallen for this same tiny, powerful crop. Microgreens are simply the young, tender first growth of common vegetables and herbs, harvested just 1 to 3 weeks after germination, well before the plant develops into the mature version most people recognize. Despite their small size, these young seedlings pack a genuinely concentrated dose of flavor, color, and nutrition into every bite, making them a favorite garnish and ingredient among professional chefs long before home-growing kits made them accessible to everyday families. Because microgreens grow so quickly and require so little space, they represent one of the most beginner-friendly, low-risk entry points into home food production available. Whether your goal is simply feeding your own family more nutritiously or exploring a genuine small-scale business opportunity selling fresh, locally grown greens to neighbors, restaurants, or a local farmer's market. The first easy method, and the one most beginners start with, involves growing microgreens in a simple shallow tray filled with quality potting soil. Fill a shallow tray, roughly 1 to 2 inches deep, with a well-draining seed starting mix. Scatter your chosen seeds densely and evenly across the surface. Then press them gently into the soil without burying them, since most microgreen seeds germinate best with only light soil contact rather than deep planting. Mist the surface thoroughly. Cover loosely with a lid or plastic wrap to maintain humidity during germination. Then remove that covering once seeds sprout, generally within 2 to 4 days depending on the specific variety. This soil-based method produces excellent flavor and yield, closely mimicking traditional gardening, while requiring only a fraction of the space and time. The second method uses hydroponic growing mats instead of soil, offering a genuinely cleaner, less messy alternative particularly well-suited to a kitchen countertop setup. These specialized mats, made from materials like hemp fiber, coconut coir, or recycled fabric, sit in a shallow tray filled with a small amount of water, wicking moisture upward to seeds sown directly onto the mat's surface. This method eliminates the soil splashing and cleanup traditional trays require, while still providing the physical support young roots need to anchor and develop properly, making it a particularly popular choice among gardeners specifically growing microgreens for kitchen use or small-scale sale, where consistent cleanliness matters considerably more than in a typical backyard growing setup. The third method, growing microgreens directly in a simple mason jar, works particularly well for larger seeds like peas, sunflower, or beans, which some growers prefer to sprout briefly before transferring to a tray, though a genuine jar-based approach can also carry certain varieties through their entire brief growing cycle. Soak your chosen seeds in the jar overnight, then drain thoroughly and rinse twice daily, tilting the jar at an angle to allow excess water to drain completely between rinses, preventing the mold and rot that consistently standing water would otherwise encourage. This method requires no soil or growing medium at all, making it an especially low-cost, minimal equipment option for anyone wanting to try microgreens without purchasing any specialized supplies beyond seeds and a jar you likely already own. The fourth method relies on simple paper towels as a growing surface, an approach particularly popular for smaller seeds like broccoli, radish, or arugula that do not require the substantial anchoring larger seeds like peas or sunflower need. Layer several damp paper towels into a shallow tray or plastic container. Scatter your seeds evenly across the surface, then mist regularly to keep the paper consistently moist without becoming waterlogged. Because paper towels hold considerably less moisture reserve than soil or a hydroponic mat, this method demands slightly more frequent attention to prevent drying out, but it offers an extremely low-cost, readily available growing surface for anyone wanting to experiment without purchasing specialized microgreen supplies. The fifth method, stacked tray growing, scales up any of the previous 4 approaches into a genuinely efficient small space or small business production system. By using simple wire shelving or a repurposed bookshelf fitted with supplemental grow lights positioned between each shelf, you can stack multiple trays vertically, dramatically multiplying your total growing capacity within the same floor footprint a single tray would otherwise occupy. This method specifically appeals to anyone seriously considering microgreens as a small business opportunity, since a compact vertical stacking system in a spare room, garage corner, or basement can produce a genuinely meaningful weekly harvest volume, without requiring anything close to traditional farmland or greenhouse space. Caring for microgreens across any of these 5 methods shares several universal principles, though each specific approach introduces small variations worth understanding. Because microgreens are harvested so young, they rely almost entirely on the nutrients stored within the seed itself, rather than nutrients drawn from soil, meaning fertilizing is genuinely unnecessary for the vast majority of standard microgreen growing cycles, a refreshingly simple departure from most other vegetable crops discussed throughout broader gardening guidance. Similarly, pruning in the traditional sense does not apply to microgreens at all, since the entire crop is harvested in a single cutting, once it reaches the appropriate 1 to 3 inch height, typically using clean kitchen scissors to snip stems just above the growing medium surface, rather than any ongoing trimming or shaping process. Light requirements for microgreens are refreshingly modest compared to many mature vegetables, since these young seedlings need considerably less light intensity and duration than a fully developed plant working to produce flowers or fruit. Most microgreens perform well with 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight from a bright windowsill, or 12 to 16 hours of simple supplemental LED grow lighting for indoor setups without adequate natural window light, particularly relevant for the stacked tray method's lower shelves that may not receive direct sun regardless of window placement. Temperature considerations remain fairly consistent across most common microgreen varieties, with the 65 to 75 degree Fahrenheit range typical of most indoor home environments, providing genuinely ideal growing conditions without requiring any specialized heating or cooling equipment. There is substantial scientific research behind why microgreens deliver such a concentrated nutritional punch relative to their small size. Nutritional research comparing microgreens to their mature vegetable counterparts has repeatedly found significantly higher concentrations of certain vitamins and antioxidant compounds in the young seedling stage compared to the fully mature plant, with some studies documenting several times higher levels of specific nutrients in microgreens compared to the same weight of mature leafy vegetables. Researchers studying this phenomenon have proposed that young seedlings concentrate available nutrients into a smaller total plant mass during this early, rapid growth phase, before that same nutrient content becomes diluted across the larger cellular structure a fully mature plant eventually develops. Food science research into microgreen flavor compounds has additionally documented that the concentrated aromatic and flavor compounds present in young seedlings explain why professional chefs have long valued microgreens for their intense, often surprisingly bold flavor relative to their delicate appearance, a quality directly tied to this same early-stage nutrient and compound concentration. The broader effect of incorporating homegrown microgreens into a regular diet carries genuine wellness value worth understanding beyond their impressive nutritional density alone. Dietary research connecting home food production to overall eating habits has found that people who grow even a small amount of their own fresh produce, microgreens included, consistently report eating more vegetables and experimenting with a wider variety of fresh ingredients than they otherwise would, suggesting that the simple, visible presence of a thriving microgreen tray on your kitchen counter may genuinely nudge household eating habits in a healthier direction beyond the specific nutrients microgreens themselves provide. There is also a specific appeal tied to microgreens' remarkably fast growth cycle for engaging children and reluctant beginner gardeners in home food production. Since watching a visible harvest emerge within just 1 to 2 weeks offers a considerably more immediately rewarding experience than the months required for many traditional vegetable crops. Quality gardening education research specifically associates with improved long-term engagement in home food growing among first-time gardeners of any age. For anyone specifically considering the small business angle, this crop genuinely supports. Understanding a few practical realities helps set appropriate expectations from the start. Microgreens command a meaningfully higher price per pound at farmers' markets and among restaurant buyers compared to mature vegetables, reflecting both their concentrated flavor value and the labor-intensive harvesting process, making even a modest home operation potentially profitable relative to its actual space and material investment. Building relationships with a small handful of local restaurants or a regular farmer's market stall, rather than attempting broad grocery store distribution from the outset, allows a home-based microgreen operation to start small, refine growing techniques and reliable weekly volume, and scale gradually as demand and your own production capacity both grow in tandem. Watering across all 5 methods follows a similar core principle despite each approach's specific technique. Consistent, gentle moisture without ever allowing standing water to accumulate around stems or seeds, since excess moisture is the single most common cause of the mold and rot issues that derail beginner microgreen attempts. Mist soil and mat-based trays once or twice daily. Check paper towel setups even more frequently given their limited moisture reserve, and maintain the twice daily rinse and drain routine essential to jar-based sprouting throughout that method's entire brief growing cycle. Even well-managed microgreen setups run into a handful of predictable challenges, though nearly all of them have simple, beginner-friendly solutions. Mold appearing on the growing surface almost always indicates excess moisture combined with insufficient airflow, so reduce watering frequency slightly. Ensure your growing area has some gentle air circulation, perhaps from a small fan, and thin your seed density in future plantings if overcrowding seems to be trapping humidity against the surface. Leggy, pale seedlings stretching toward a distant light source point to insufficient light intensity, resolved by moving your setup closer to a bright window or lowering supplemental grow lights closer to the seedling's actual height. Uneven or poor germination across a tray typically traces back to inconsistent seed-to-medium contact, so press seeds firmly but gently into your chosen growing surface at planting time, rather than simply scattering them loosely on top. And if your harvested microgreens taste unexpectedly bitter or bland, rather than vibrant and flavorful, harvesting slightly earlier or later relative to your specific varieties, ideal 1 to 3 inch height window often resolves this, since flavor concentration genuinely shifts across a microgreen's brief growing cycle, making harvest timing itself a genuine skill worth refining through a bit of hands-on experimentation. Choosing the right seed varieties for your specific goals meaningfully shapes your microgreen growing experience across any of these 5 methods. Broccoli, radish, and arugula microgreens germinate quickly and reliably, making them excellent choices for absolute beginners testing their first tray before committing to a larger setup. Sunflower and pea shoots, while requiring a slightly longer growing cycle, and for pea shoots specifically, often a second cutting for additional yield from the same planting, offer a substantial, satisfying harvest volume and a milder, more approachable flavor that appeals to a broader range of palates than some of the spicier brassica varieties. Always purchase seeds specifically labeled for microgreen or sprouting use, rather than standard garden seed packets intended for full-season planting, since sprouting-specific seed has been tested and treated appropriately for this particular growing method, an important safety consideration, given how young and tender these plants are harvested compared to typical garden vegetables. Harvesting technique deserves its own careful attention, since this single moment determines both your final yield and your microgreen's visual presentation, particularly relevant for anyone selling their harvest commercially. Wait until your microgreens reach their ideal height, typically when the first true leaves begin appearing above the initial seed leaves. Then use clean, sharp kitchen scissors to cut stems in a single smooth motion just above the soil, mat, or paper towel surface, avoiding a sawing motion that can bruise delicate stems and shorten your harvest's refrigerated shelf life. Rinse harvested greens gently in cold water if grown in soil, allowing any adhering growing medium to wash away. Then dry thoroughly using a salad spinner or clean towels before storing in a breathable container in the refrigerator, where properly harvested and dried microgreens typically maintain good quality for 5 to 7 days. Scaling a home microgreen operation into a genuine small business benefits from thinking carefully about production scheduling and consistent supply from the very beginning. Staggering your plantings, starting a new tray every few days rather than all at once, ensures a continuous, steady harvest rotation rather than a single large batch followed by an empty growing space. A scheduling approach directly relevant to anyone hoping to supply a restaurant or farmer's market customer, expecting reliable weekly availability rather than sporadic, inconsistent quantities. Basic record-keeping tracking which varieties, seed sources, and specific growing conditions produce your best results helps refine your operation's consistency and quality over time. Information that becomes genuinely valuable both for your own ongoing production planning and for building credibility with commercial buyers who specifically value a grower who can speak knowledgeably about their exact growing process. Additional research into home-based specialty crop production reinforces why microgreens specifically have become such an accessible entry point into small-scale agricultural entrepreneurship. Agricultural economics research examining direct-to-consumer specialty produce sales has found that high value Quick turnaround crops like microgreens allow new growers to test and refine a small business concept with considerably lower financial risk and shorter feedback cycles than traditional row crop farming. Since a full production cycle from seed to sale takes just 1 to 3 weeks rather than an entire growing season, allowing rapid experimentation with different varieties, pricing, and customer relationships. Small business development research has also specifically noted that home-based specialty food producers, including microgreen growers, often successfully leverage social media and direct community relationships to build a customer base without the overhead traditional agricultural distribution typically requires, making this particular crop a genuinely well-matched opportunity for the kind of low-overhead, community-connected small business many home gardeners specifically hope to build. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.